Lord. Okay. I think I'm live, y'all. What's this button do? Listen, y'all, I ain't been live barely ever on YouTube, so bear with me. Hello, all. Okay. My name is Ebony, and many of you have asked how the difference between, I'm just going to jump straight into it, okay? I am currently working as a patient care technician, dialysis technician, and many of you have asked about the difference between taking the NNCC, which stands for nephrology. Hey, Robin, which stands for, I hope y'all can hear me. Oh, Jesus. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? I'm going to have a better setup next time. NNCC stands for Nephrology Nursing Certification Commission. There was no way I was going to remember this off the top of my head, so I have my notes, guys. Okay, great. I got my earpiece in to make sure y'all can hear me pretty good. So, yes, y'all been asking what's the difference? What's the difference between a CCHT, which is a certified clinical hemodialysis technician, and what is the difference between that and a CHT, all these different acronyms. Hey, Faith. So I'm just going to break that down for y'all today. I want y'all to know that where is everything I need is not here. I'm recovering. I'm in recovery from COVID. I hope I can say that on YouTube without them. I'm going to say COVIDina. So I'm a little tired. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I'm just highlighting a couple things so that I cannot be rambling here. But please let me know where y'all from. I'm in Atlanta. So let me know where y'all from. And because this is live, I know, right? I want y'all to know I'm gonna have a friend. I have my best friend dropping off because COVIDina. My best friend is gonna be dropping off some toothbrushes for me. Okay. Okay, New York. New York. I have some friends from New York. I love the accent. Before I rush in, I'm just highlighting. Faith, where you from? I'm highlighting some things so I don't ramble, y'all. But I appreciate everyone who's on now and everyone who's going to see this later. As I talk about the certification, the dialysis technician certification. Okay, St. Louis. I didn't even know they had to be certified. When I took my test, it was not, when I took my exam, it was not that, oh no, I head tripped because taking tests is woo-wee. So even coming to the point of just being like, all right, I'm going to do this, it was hard. I think overcoming that part was the hardest part. Have you guys taken your test yet? Robin and Faith and anybody else who may be on. And I will say that I did get this information from the Bonnet, BON Bonnet. I be saying Bonet, Bonnet. Oof. Bonnet website, Bonent, as well as the NNCC website that I spoke about. That is where this information comes from. So literally, I'm just gonna do this with y'all. Do 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 do. So I'll start off by talking about how um not yet I'm 10 months and I'm just starting to study for it. Oof. Shout out to you because I was like, man, I'm working. But I will say it is based off of what you already I made my lemonade. It's based off your journey. It's what you already it's what you do on the floor already. So most of the questions are going to be okay, Bessie's heading to me now. Most of the questions are going to be what's the word I'm looking for? What you do already. Not trial and error, but like, one of the main questions that was on the exam was which blew me, but I'm like, you trying to trip me up. It was if a patient is falling at the scale, do you call I have to like not try to respond to y'all immediately. Sorry, y'all. I'll respond as by the end. But do you call out for the nurse first, or do you help the patient? You help the patient. You do the same thing. You do both at the same time. That's what I mean. But that question will trip you up because most questions, if you're a tech, is supposed to be get the nurse, get the nurse, get the nurse. No, on this particular question, this is basically a patient care type of question. So you will want to help the patient first, then you get the nurse. But in the real world, in reality, you're doing both at the same time. You're like, help, as you getting them down. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, if you're over a certain size, I can't catch you. I'm not, I don't think that's right. I can't break my back. Then I won't be able to work. So I just, and I would tell some of them because some are like the type of patient who waiting for somebody to catch them. You're 300 pounds. I can't do it. And you're going to give me all you got. Please, please don't depend on that. So I'd be like, please make sure you are stable. I'd be like, are you sure you're good? Even though I have had some patients where like once they once they hit that that stumble, I'd be like, my instinct is to do this to if they fall to catch it, but honestly, I don't know if I'm still gonna catch them because I'm just like, y'all, I'm a good 150. That's it. That's all I got for you. I don't work out. I'm strong. I'm strong enough for what I do. Like, don't be trying to push me to the limit. So, anyways, let's get to it. I might still have to break it up a little bit, but basically, the CCHT is the Certified Clinical Hemodialysis Technician. The CHT is a Certified Hemodialysis Technician. I don't know why they broke them up that way. I don't know why. Okay. And then they also have the CHBT, which is the Certified Hemodialysis Biomedical Technician. So that's your biomeds. That is your biomeds. So the bonnet, I really have been saying bonnet sometimes, y'all. The bonnet is the Board of Nephrology Examiners Nursing and Technology. That's the website. Now, I didn't take that. I took the next one I'm about to mention, the NNCC. The bonnet, I believe that people who have worked with DaVita have taken it, or maybe it's based off of the state that you live in. If that state is the state that has that test at the top as the first choice to take. But I did take the NNCC, which stands for Nephrology Nursing Certification Commission. And then there's another one, National Nephrology Certification Organization, NNCO. Those are the NNCC and the Bonnet are the two major ones. Apparently, as I'm reading this, it says the bonus list of approved national and international training programs offer a great place to examine all the technical training. See the CCHT expertise. Oh, they got practice tests for $50. Y'all, I was not gonna pay for no practice test. I'm not gonna pay. Job, you gonna pay for all of this because I gotta do this for work. Okay, so here comes the pricing. The Bonnet is $220 for the paper and pencil exam and $250 for the computer-based exam. And you take it for 2 to 3 hours, and it has 150 questions. And it's going to cover patient care, water treatment, infection control, machine technology, educational professional development. I took, again, the NNCC. Okay, you work with DaVita, but do they differentiate which company they use? Because both, someone said they work with DaVita. Both NNCC and Bonets offer CCHT. So answer me that, Robin, because I don't know. Oh, apparently with the NNCC, you need hours spent as a hemodialysis technician, so it's a minimum of 6 months or 1,000 hours, which once you start working, it's on and popping. You gonna get them hours. Trust and believe you gonna get them hours. All right, so the Nephrology Nursing Certification Commission, NNCC. Oh, okay. They cost $225. They have 150 questions. And yeah, I took that at a building. I'm not gonna go over the biomed part because not a biomed. I took mine at a building. I didn't take it at home. I took it at a building. I walked in and there was a front desk, and I had to sign in and literally give them all my stuff. So all I brought really was my wallet and my phone and my keys. I had to give them everything. They put it in this drawer and they lock it away. And then you go to the room. They give you a piece of paper and a pen. Boom, you start. So there's that. And I won't talk about the renewal. I mean, the renewal it costs as much as the regular. I did not pay. My job paid for it when I worked for Fresenius. They paid for it, so your job should pay for it. Hint, hint. You shouldn't be paying out of pocket. And if you pay out of pocket, then you need to be able to put that on Concur or whatever y'all use to get reimbursed, get your money back. Okay, because they're supposed to pay for that. Um, Even if you fail, now most of the time they only pay for one test. I know of someone who they took it again and they was like, hey, I don't have the money to pay for this again, like to pay for this at all. And so their boss paid for it. What is your question for after you pass, Robin? Okay. So it's recommended that you take it 18 months of being hired, which I I was like struggling with test anxiety, so I took mine right at the last, the last, okay, but it's okay. You can do it after 6 months, but I took it at the last because I was scared. But I conquered my fears. I conquered my fears. The application, you have to mail it in. So I went to, what was it? FedEx or UPS, USPS, whoever you want to use. I mailed it in. Davita will pay after you pass. Davita will pay what after you pass? Davita will pay for your certification, or they gonna give you a raise? Shout out to Robin. I'm gonna have to send you something. Come on, engage with me. uh, this not telling me what I want to know. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, because I know y'all really want to know what was the difference is. And oh, there it is. Oh, they pay for the test after you pass it. They don't even pay for it before you. Oh, Davita, y'all wrong for that. Oh, it's for cities and change. Now, for cities and pay, they pay up front. And when you pay expedite, I don't want to forget to say that because I feel like I'm all over the place in my mind, but expedite your application so that it gets bumped up to the top so that you're not waiting like 10 weeks. Okay, expedite it. Because if you wait too, especially if you're taking it right at the 18-month mark or like you got like a month left, expedite that guy and they'll be sending you information ASAP. Okay, I want the difference. I printed this out for us, but I want the difference. Are the CHT and the CCHT the same? No, the CCHT is not the bonus exam. We know that. We know that. I'm waiting on. I need the difference, guys. I'm with y'all. I need the difference. That way I can be able to explain it when I see it. It's talking about steps to certify. I didn't print out the difference. That is something else right there. That's crazy. The biggest difference I know is no one asks for a CCHT. No one asked for that. But guess what? We got our tablet. So I thought I clearly saw the difference. Apparently not, guys. I gotta blow my nose, and I feel like that's rude on this live. CHT versus CCHT. And then they got the nerve to pull up both of them. Oh, okay, the difference is I don't know. It's still not, it still be saying the same thing. Now, okay, so this is not the CHT, but on the NNCC website, it says that there's a difference between the CCHT and the CCHTA. That difference is that the A is for those who are preceptors and who have a minimum of 5 years, so they have 5,000 hours. I need to do that. Oh, nope. See, they showing a certified hand um therapy for the CCHC. That's crazy. It's still not telling me the difference. Y'all, I gotta blow my nose. This is the price. This is the price. The risk of working in healthcare is getting a cold and God knows everything else that comes with that. The most, um, okay, honestly, I'm not seeing a clear explanation of the difference between a CHT or CCHT. I'm not. I'm not seeing nothing clear enough for me to be like, oh, this is that. All I know is 90% of people that I do know have a CCHT. So I strongly advise you to get that. Um, I know that as far as like people that want to work in hospitals, it's good to have the CCHT as well because you are certified clinically. So you're certified with in center hemodialysis. And so that'll give you a leg up, that should give you a leg up in the hospital because you'll have an idea of what you're looking for, even though I've heard it's different, which that's fine, but it'll give you a leg up. So I'm gonna still look while I'm on this live because they really not explaining the difference to where I'm like, oh yeah, I shouldn't get this or that. Y'all get the CCHC, okay? It don't matter which company you use. Go with whichever one your dialysis company that you work for. Go with the one that they use. So if they use the Bonnet, use them. If they use the NNCC, use them. I hope I answered your question because oh wait a minute. Oh, Bessie's here. Hold on. I'm kidding. Oh, I ain't cut no lights on. Oh Jesus. Oh, she did. Girl, I thought to unlock the door. I love you too. You look cute. Yes. Bye, girl. Okay, sorry y'all. I wasn't gonna get well soon. Thank you for taking. Yeah, I'm not done because I'm one of the people I got to figure out. Sorry y'all. My my friend. Listen, if you get sick, I believe in changing your toothbrushes. I already changed them the other day. It's time to change them again. I say that because I've been sick. How often do you have to recertify for the CCHT? There we go. I don't know why I thought these papers was going to help me. They not, but don't worry, I got you. I thought it was 3 years. Okay, wait. More than 2 years of education, blah blah blah. More than 2 years of work. Renewal required every 3 years. You have to recertify for the CCHD. Dang, is my thing coming up? What year was that? Do I got one more year? Thank you. Where you put it at? Even with the link though, I wasn't. I'm looking at different links and they're just not. It's not clarifying it. To me, it's not like breaking it down elementary style, okay? Blah blah blah. Okay, certified. Oh, okay. It seems that because I'm on another website, it's called Zippia.com. That website is showing, we're gonna get through this together. That website is showing the certified hemodialysis technician. The renewal requirement is every 4 years and it's taken with the bonnet. Yeah, yeah. Bonnets is every 4 years. NNCC company is every 3 years. So which which companies have you guys' dialysis company went with for your exam? Is it the bonnet or is it the NNCC? That's interesting. It's CCHT all day. The difference is just the companies, which I think is it's not that big of a difference because either way, you're a certified hemodialysis technician, whether you're clinical or not. But most people are clinical because that's where everybody started. That's where most of the it's more clinics, I'm sure, than hospitals. And if you don't get your certification, then you're just a PCT. But getting your certification will put some square some shoulders back on you. So it is very important to get your certification. Oh, I have a good one. This question has been asked to me as well. The difference between a patient care technician and a certified nursing assistant, CNA. So there's a big difference. I know a tech now. She works as a CNA at one at a facility, a nursing facility, but she also works as a tech. Now, me personally, not gonna lie, I thought about it. I thought about it, and then I was like, if I work in a nursing home and I'm doing just as much work as I'm doing at the clinic, but I'm getting paid less. And I say it's just as much, probably even more. I feel like CNAs do even more because you got to wipe butts. Which, hey, shout out to you. I mean, I had an aunt who was in a nursing home. My granddaddy was at one point in a nursing home. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. I don't want to do it, but somebody got to do it. So I say that to say I don't know why they're so underpaid. I thought we was underpaid. They are very underpaid. They are extremely underpaid. So if anybody wants to know the difference between the PCT and the CNA, PCT is gonna make more money than the CNA. I also believe it is based off of your years, your tenure, how long you've been doing it. Um, because ooh, we're gonna have to have too much heavy lifting. Come on, it's too much. You do too much for too little. They don't get paid enough. They don't get paid enough. We barely get paid enough. I looked at my taxes. I looked at my taxes, my sheet, my tax form, and Oh, hey, Fedna. I looked at my tax form and I said, okay, I got paid a little bit more. That's because I float now. Anyways, Fedna asks, hello, can you please tell me where can I study for the CCHT exam? You can study for the CCHT exam from the um, Nephrology Nursing Certification Commission. Their website has a practice test on it. The Bonet, Bonet, that website has a practice exam on it. Your, ooh, I wish I knew where it was. Your core curriculum book that has some very pertinent information in there. Did I say that right? You can also look if you work for Fresenius. I know for sure they have the practice exam on. It's available on the homepage somewhere, like or on their website. I haven't worked for Fresenius in over a year. So if you work for Fresenius, if you work for DaVita, honestly, they should have it too. And US Renal should have it too. Like all the companies should have a practice exam for you because we gotta take the company hemodialysis exam every year. Mine is due right now, by the way. But yeah, so you gotta take it every year to keep working. Even though you got your certification, the company is like, you still remember what you're doing? All right, I'm gonna need you to take the exam. So I hope that answered your question, Fedna. I don't know. I've thought about going working in the hospital. I really have. I thought about it, but every time I talk to anyone who's worked in the hospital, which is acute, by the way, every time I talk to anyone who's worked in the hospital, they tell me, they confirm that you don't really know when you're going home, and I don't appreciate that. I have a dog who is my child. You can't hear me? Uh oh. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. My ear. Can y'all hear me now? Do I need to repeat? They do have one at the Vita. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Before I continue running my mouth? Tell me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Anybody? Somebody? Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Ooh. They say it's better to work. They say it's better to work in a. I guess you can't hear me, girl. They say, or man, I don't know who you are. I don't know what gender, but they say it's better to work in a hospital because you're not. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. They say it's better to work in a hospital because you don't have that. You don't have changeover like that. To me, like, cause our changeover, it's coming. Whew, it's coming. But in the hospital, like, they're critical. Um, they'll be on for longer because they're just coming in, trying to get fluid off of them because they don't know, trying to figure out why their kidneys are shutting down, all this other stuff. So the pace is slower in acutes from what I have heard. Okay, I will repeat that again. Yes, ma'am. You can study for the exam. If you work with DaVita, you can study for the exam. They have a practice exam on their website, on your employee portal website. It should be a practice exam. Fresenius has one as well. US Renal has one as well. I don't know which company you work for, Fedna. Also, also, as far as the exam goes, I use the CCHT prep exam app. It was a 10.99, so $11. Best $11 I spent. You can say how many questions you want to do that day. excuse me. You say how many questions you want to do that day. You can even what else? I mean, I just like the convenience of being able to pick it up on my phone. Like if I'm on my break, boom, I'm on my phone. If I'm in the back, boom, let me do these questions real quick and see what kind of questions they are. They did have questions about recirculation, which I was like, ew. And I was like, why do I have these questions when we don't recirculate anymore? But guess what? It's gonna be probably about two or three recirculation questions on the actual exam. So you can find those practice test questions on your company, the company that you work for, on the employee portal that you go to. The app, yep, the app that I just mentioned, the CCHT prep exam app, which they don't pay me to mention that, but they need to, because baby, I mentions it a lot, but it's okay. Sought after. Also, Mometrics, is that the name? Mometrics has a free CCHT practice exam. See, I was just looking. Let me cut the bright on. I don't know. Can you see? Can you see it? Mometrics free. So there that is for you, Fedna. Now, Robin, I can talk to you all day. Yes, this changeover, honey. Oh, where y'all going? The changeover is it's a lot of things. Like changeover is like I be having mixed emotions. Can we just take a moment and talk about changeover? I know y'all came for this certification, but if you take your certification and you say forget this job, I know it's because of changeover. Changeover has it took me over a year to get over certain things with changeover. Some days are better than others as it pertains to changeover. And for the most part, I have a better patience for changeover now. When I first started, patience was short, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I want to quit." But um, you're welcome. With time, now when changeover isn't a complete fire, I'm just unless it's an emergency, I'm not running because this is already exerting energy trying to figure out how I'm gonna take this patient off because I don't follow the schedule. Don't get me started on the schedule. How to take this patient off and put this patient on at the same time. I walked out the job because of change. Come on, I walked out the floor. I remember one time my manager was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No, I need a moment." So I stepped off, went to the bathroom, took my little moment, and when I came back, all right, now I can focus and think of what I got to do. Okay, I got to stop you, make sure you're not bleeding, get you out the door, get you to the scale, make sure I get your weight, make sure I remember your weight or at least write it down so that when I get back to your chair, I can put it in and go ahead and close your chart down so and I can go on and move on to the next patient. Like change over. That's gonna have to be a whole another live. We're gonna talk about change over. Okay? Because I can go on and on about that. And I know I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. So if y'all didn't know, it is kidney month. Woo woo. March is kidney month. March is also women's month. Um, so shout out to all the women's, even though I thought about this with Black Friday, and this is in my mind. Oh, she left the building. They left the building. This is my mind. I thought about no, with Black History Month. I'd be like, okay, shout out to us, but at the same time, I'm still gonna be black when it's over. So I'm celebrating that all the day, every day. You was gonna quit. I have thought that. I've said it out loud as well. Yeah, changeover is a beast. That's gonna be a whole nother life. It's gonna have to be, cause I be all day. Change over, change over, change over. Changeover is wild. I know I'm going back and forth with topics, but anyways, yeah. So it's kidney month. So I will be going live every weekend. I need to figure out, how to set my phone up correctly. So I'll work on that. I finally figured out how to check the polls. Like as you see, I'm like between there's not a between beginner and intermediate for technology, but I'm in there. You know what I mean? I'm inching up the intermediate, but I'm in there. So yeah, I finally figured that out. So now I can see when y'all actually respond to the poll. Thank you for everyone who's responded to the poll. If you have not subscribed, if you have not subscribed, if you have not subscribed, you need to subscribe. Okay, because I know you done seen at least one of my videos, and I know for sure you saw the one with setting up machines, one out of the many, and there are many to come. Robin, as far as you not sure if you want to stay, honestly, I be feeling that same way sometimes. But you just gotta. It's like, what are you doing it for? I don't do it for the patients. Um, I don't do it for my boss. You gotta work for you. Like at the end of the day, it's for you because you're the one affected by what happens and what doesn't happen. So my biggest advice to people who are like, I'm not sure if I want to stay. Um, Push come to shove, I would say transfer to a different department in the company. Yay, thank you. So my advice is transfer to a different department in the company because I did do that and that gave me a little break. I've done that before where I went to the insurance side. That's another story. Or you can go to transfer to a different clinic, or transfer to acute if your schedule permits for that. My schedule does not permit for that. So, or try travel. I would just say don't give up on working in dialysis as a whole. I mean, I understand taking a break, but don't give up and just quit it altogether. And if anything, if you just like, I just can't do it, then don't give up on healthcare altogether because if you're good and you have a heart for people, then we need you. Okay. So again, I'm starting to feel it. So I appreciate everyone that came on. I appreciate everyone who's going to see this video later. I'll definitely be a lot more organized next time and I won't be sick. So talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay. I'm still figuring things out as even though I said bye.